Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm Shreya Dhondial. It is good to see you. The NEET exam, ladies and gentlemen, has gone into full security lockdown 5 days before it is to be written. Today, the government, in an unprecedented move, has blocked the messaging app Telegram, a move they hope will secure the exam from another leak. The app will remain blocked till the 22nd of June, that is till the next day of the exam for users across India. Add to that, the government has also asked the app, that is Telegram, to disable the message editing feature until 30th of June in India, saying that it has been used to fabricate evidence of paper leaks. And ladies and gentlemen, adding to this security layer, the Indian Air Force has, apart from transport planes, also deployed its Mi-17s for last-mile connectivity of the test paper. You'll see those pictures in just a bit. Add to that, reports have also emerged that paper setters of the question paper have been in lockdown in undisclosed locations and will be allowed to leave only after the exam is over. Now, the NTA, under heavy fire for repeated paper leaks under its watch, is saying that the measures may not be foolproof, but are their last resort.
See, some people can operate some channels by using VPNs, or some people can. We also found that some of the channels were operated from outside India. So there are two risks. One, people can operate some channels by using VPN, or they can operate from outside India. We found some channels being operated from countries which are not the best friends of India. So that can happen, but the fact is that the lakhs of students who were accessing them, they will not be able to access that. Even though they can continue operating some channels, but if there is no clientele, the fraud will be prevented and the students will be protected from losing money and from wasting their time in chasing fake question papers.
But ladies and gentlemen, there has been criticism, not just from foes, but erstwhile friends and experts as well. The Internet Foundation of India is saying that blocking an app for the entire country to secure NEET is like applying band-aid for a fracture. They say the move is disproportionate and not a solution for the systemic failures that lead to paper leaks. It's more of headline management to deflect from the basic problem. Adding to the stress of the government is Mr. Annamalai, a recent exit from the BJP, who says that this military-style lockdown is only adding to the stress of the students. And of course, then there is the opposition that says that instead of suspending Telegram, suspend the education minister instead.
खाली टेलीग्राम क्यों रोका? और भी कई चैनल है. अगर सरकार ने रोका एक को, तो उसको क्यों रोका? तो फिर एक फैसला तो कॉमन सबके लिए होना चाहिए.
ये पूरी तरीके से लोकतंत्र की हत्या हो रही है. कोई व्यक्ति, कोई भी संस्था अगर सही चीज दिखाना चाहती है तो उसको बंद कर दो, लॉक कर दो, हेलीकॉप्टर से ले जाएंगे. अरे धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का इस्तीफा मोदी जी को लेना, बर्खास्त करिए ना. ईमानदारी के प्रतीक बनते हैं मोदी जी. बर्खास्त करिए धर्मेंद्र प्रधान को, तत्काल हमारी मांग है. और निश्चित तौर से ये चीजें पूरे बच्चों का भविष्य खराब कर रही है सरकार और बर्बाद कर रही है.
The BJP on its part is saying that blocking Telegram and deploying Indian Air Force choppers, and let's just put pictures out of the Indian Air Force chopper that has actually done a sortie today, ladies and gentlemen. This was a dry run for the helicopters to pick up papers from 18 hubs and deploy them across examination centers. So those are the pictures that came to us today. So a dry run underway. Now, what the government is saying is that blocking Telegram and deploying the Indian Air Force choppers is part of a larger plan to ensure that 23 lakh students don't face another paper leak trauma.
देखिए, सरकार किसी भी शर्त पर नीट का एग्जाम बहुत अच्छे से कराने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है और उसके लिए जो कुछ करना पड़ेगा सरकार कर रही है.
Ladies and gentlemen, Telegram is the go-to app for cyber fraud activities. By blocking it, is the government making a serious effort to prevent cheating, or is what we are seeing merely optics? We have a political panel, but before that, two straight questions to Kazim Rizvi, founding director of The Dialogue, who is joining us on the broadcast to get the point of view of people who look at the internet closely. Kazim Rizvi, can I ask you why the Internet Foundation of India is not very impressed with the government's effort to secure the NEET exam by blocking the Telegram app? What is the problem? They are saying last resort hai. Hum karen kya aur?
No, look, I think obviously it's an effort the government is making. So I think we should appreciate the fact that there is some effort being put in. You were talking about choppers being used to transport the papers. Government has banned Telegram. It's for a very brief period. It's just for 1 week. But at the same time, I do feel that this is a patchwork. I think we need systemic responses for such issues, and I think in the time frame we have, this is probably what the government is able to do. But will this solve the problem going in the future? I don't know myself. There are reports that fraudulent activities have been carried out via Telegram, and there have been a few gangs that have been busted as well. So probably this is a step in the right direction. Is it enough? Only time will tell. I hope it is enough. But at the same time, I think we also recognize that if there is a systemic problem, that you need a systemic solution as well. But for the time we have, I think this is a step in the right direction.
Okay.
And let's see how this pans out.
Okay. Can I then ask you, a lot of people are saying you're banning Telegram. Why not WhatsApp? That is also a messaging app, right? So those are, and that if you ban Telegram, there is always VPN that people who want to access it can access it from. How do you respond to that?
No, I think the government's decision is based on some evidence it has gathered around fraudulent activities on Telegram, and that's why the step has been taken to ban Telegram.
Okay.
I don't think such instances have happened on WhatsApp, so therefore, Telegram has been picked. On the second point, I think, look, of course, VPN bypasses the ban, but at the same time, those who will be using VPN, will they be able to access to the students or to the community at large? I think that's a question which the government believes they will not be able to access to. They will not be able to reach out to the larger student community, and therefore, that ban probably would help. But yes, I think at the same time, we have to figure out the root causes. And while these are, of course, steps which the government is taking to ensure that the paper goes smoothly, but I think we need to sort of find out the root causes and eventually solve it at a systematic level.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, joining us on the broadcast. Tushar Gupta is a political analyst. Tushar, good evening. Salal Patel is spokesperson of the Congress Party, and Rajiv Chaudhary is spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Salal Patel, the government is doing what it can do, right? The government is saying Telegram is the #1 app for cyber fraud activity. Most of the circulation of the leaked papers has happened via Telegram. Therefore, we are blocking it till the day after the exam. Now, even if the government takes a proactive measure, you have a problem with it.
Shreya, so there is an old saying in governance that, extraordinary measures are usually the evidence of extraordinary failures. Because today the strongest charge sheet against Modi government has not been written by Congress party or the opposition. It has been written by the Modi government itself. Think about what has happened. To conduct one entrance exam, the government has blocked a messaging app. To transport its question papers, it has deployed Indian Air Force. Just pause and think about that. If a government has to shut down a communication platform and deploy Air Force merely to conduct an examination, it is admitting that its own examination system has broken down. So there are no signs of confidence. These are emergency measures taken by government that has lost confidence in its own institutions and in its own officers. And it didn't happen overnight. In last 10 years, we have witnessed 89 paper leaks, and which has affected 1.4 crore young Indians. So BJP's answer to a collapsing system is to repaint the walls, because the Telegram ban is a fresh coat of paint. The Air Force is the emergency scaffolding, but the foundation of the building is rotten. You do not repair a collapsing building by repainting walls. You replace the rotten foundation, and the rotten foundation is the government's examinations system.
Saral.
And the first break is to rebuild that confidence and foundation is accountability. The accountability is the resignation of Education Minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. That is the first step that the government should be taking in that direction to change the rot.
Okay, Sanju Verma, you want to respond? Go ahead.
Thank you. You know, I want to just remind the Congress spokesperson, more importantly, your audience, when he sits here and waxes eloquent about how the foundation is rotten. Foundation was rotten in 2012, 2013, when under Prithviraj Chavan, who was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, there were 39 paper leaks. Prithviraj Chavan ka istifa kisi ne nahi manga. The foundation was rotten when in 2012, under the former CM of Haryana, a congressman called Bhupinder Hooda, there were 29 paper leaks. Kisi ne Bhupinder Hooda ka istifa nahi manga. And in 2022, very recently, under Ashok Gehlot, who has been now shooting off his mouth on every topic under the sun, there were 46 paper leaks involving his own son, Vaibhav Gehlot, in the primary recruitment board scam for the Rajasthan board. किसी ने वैभव गहलोत को कुछ नहीं कहा और यही राहुल गांधी जो दिन भर धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का इस्तीफा मांगते हैं, he did not even deem it fit to criticize, forget condemning Ashok and Vaibhav Gehlot. So please don't take the moral high ground. Congress has nothing to do with political morality. But I will tell you one thing, Shreya. Why the Air Force is being used, why the Navy is being used, why choppers are being used, why Telegram's message editing app will be disabled till the 30th of June, why certain, modules of Telegram will be suspended till the 22nd of June. Those questions simply tell you one thing. This government, the Modi government, is doing what it takes, is doing everything it takes to ensure that on the 21st of June, when the NEET examination is held, there is no room for any opacity, there is no room for any fraud, and students' merit is not compromised upon.
Okay, that is very nice to hear, but since you gave the example of 3 states where massive cheatings have happened and scams have happened, there is a reason why the people of those states pushed out the Congress party and chose the BJP, because the BJP was supposed to be a party with a difference, where paper leaks were not supposed to happen, but yet they are happening, and yet you don't want to fix accountability, and the reason is unse istifa nahi manga to humse kyun mang rahe ho? But Saral Patel can go ahead and respond to you, and then we'll carry this forward.
I think, she gave out the report card herself, because she said in UPA's era, there were only 38 paper leaks. And in Modi government's era, there has been 89 paper leaks. So I'm sure Sanju Verma knows the difference, that 89 is bigger than 39. Number one. And if these extraordinary measures, why are they being taken now? Why didn't they take place when 88 other papers were leaked? Why Prime Minister was sleeping till then? We are told he works 18 hours a day. But Sanju Verma has made it clear that he sleeps 18 hours a day, only wakes up because one paper leak has got more attention in the media. And let us talk about, everything it takes to conduct this examination right. One concrete action this government has taken after this leak happened was to transfer 2 officers to the Agriculture Department, to the Agriculture Ministry from the NTA. So this government has no policy to sort of take up the accountability. It only reallocates the problem to different departments. So Modi ji's mantra is simple कि CBSE में आपने देश की नस्ल बर्बाद कर दी, अब जाओ एग्रीकल्चर में देश की फसल बर्बाद करो. This is the only agenda of Mr. Modi, who has transferred 2 of his bright officers back to the Agriculture Ministry after this leak came to the light.
Okay.
And this is the governance model of the BJP.
Tushar, where do you stand on this? Because it's not just the opposition. I mean, you have Mr. Annamalai who is saying that all of these optics are adding to the stress of students. That is Mr. Annamalai, who has just about a couple of weeks ago quit the BJP. Ek minute. So that is what Mr. Annamalai is saying. He is not very impressed with what the government is doing. Number 2, it is even people in the Internet Foundation who are saying this is like applying band-aid to a fracture. ये overreaction है, disproportionate response है. You are not fixing what the systemic problem is. The leak happened from insiders.
All right.
You're not
First
fixing
things
that.
first.
You are deploying
First-
choppers and you
So-
are blocking Telegram.
No, Shreya, my sense is that you're too focused on the optics. They're deploying choppers. Oh, this is a disproportionate response. What is the priority here? That the exam should happen in a smooth way or the minister should resign? Is the priority the students or the optics? If the choppers are being used, let them be used because the civilian supply chain is compromised. And the civilian supply chain that is compromised, that needs to be addressed, that needs to be fixed, unfortunately cannot be fixed in a month. That's the crude reality. No government can fix it, be it the Congress government, be it the BJP government. Right now, if you have to take a cue from China or America or any European nation and deploy your military to carry the papers, it's a commentary on the society also, on the process also, on the government also, on everyone. But I disagree with Mr. Annamalai when he says that the students are stressed out by the optics of the exam. I think the students should be focused on only the exam, what they mean to achieve through it and how they want to process that exam, how they want to answer the questions. That's what I would tell the students at least. Now coming to the third point. Is banning Telegram a disproportionate response? Yes. It is. I'm saying it's a gross overreaction. Let me give you and the Congress the benefit of doubt. But even if that solves the problem or caps the probability of a paper leak or the mafia in action by 0.1%, let it happen. If the government wants to go for a disproportionate response to prioritize student distress, let that happen. And to Saral Patel, one point. He said that the first priority should be the resignation of the minister. The first priority should be the students. Anything should be done and everything should be done by this government because they failed the students for the first time, in the first attempt that is. They should do everything in their power to ensure a smooth exam, a fair exam, a transparent exam is conducted on 21st June. Ban an app, take the help of the Air Force, whatever you have to do, but the students are the priority. Ministers can resign later on. They can
Rajiv
resign on
Chaudhary?
22nd June.
Rajiv Chaudhary, that is a logical argument. लड़ाई बाद में करते रहिए. Resignation बाद में मांगते रहिए. First ensure that the exam happens without any leak, and if the government, if this is a disproportionate response, so be it.
First coming to today's topic regarding the Telegram ban. Now, this sentence, they believe, which was there among the students as well as the general public, that the government would not be able to stop the leak of the paper even when the exam is held again. Now, no person from Telegram was involved in the paper leak. That means the paper has already been leaked. Now the Telegram has been banned just to ensure that it does not spread further.
Right.
Okay, it does not reach the common people.
No,
It is
it's
just
a
to ensure that the
precautionary
people-
move. No, sir, it is a precautionary move.
Well, as you yourself said, Shreya, at the beginning of the debate, that in case if a surgery needs to be done, then a bandage would not do the work. And in the same case, if a bandage needs to be put on a body, doing a surgery to that particular body does not help. So we need to understand that this is very panic reaction from the government. This does not anyhow ensure that the government has instilled any kind of confidence in the student or the general public that we are ready
नहीं
to conduct free
बच्चे
and
मैंने
fair
एक
exam.
मिनट चौधरी साहब सरल इफ यू वांट टू कम इन हियर बच्चे हेलीकॉप्टर देखेंगे बच्चे कहेंगे टेलीग्राम ऐप भी block the government is doing so the children will think now to themselves that the government is serious about NEET exams this time at least and will try and ensure that it doesn't leak. So optics are not always bad, Saral Patel. Sometimes they can they can build confidence.
देखिए श्रेया, जो तुषार ने कहा कि प्रायोरिटी होनी चाहिए एग्जाम करवाना और आप ऑप्टिक्स की बात कर रहे हैं, प्रायोरिटी होनी चाहिए बच्चों का फ्यूचर सिक्योर करना. ऑप्टिक्स या वो चेंज नहीं, बच्चों का फ्यूचर कैसे सिक्योर होगा? आई डिड नॉट इंटरप्ट यू. सो बच्चों का फ्यूचर कैसे सिक्योर होगा? जब सिस्टम को बदला जाएगा. तो जब आप टेलीग्राम पे ये कह रहे हैं कि टेलीग्राम हमने बैन कर दिया, क्या गारंटी है कि 24 घंटे में डिस्कॉर्ड पे ये नहीं हो रहा होगा, 24 घंटे बाद ये सिग्नल पे नहीं हो रहा होगा, या 24 घंटे बाद व्हाट्सएप पे नहीं हो रहा होगा? तो प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जो टाउट्स और पेपर लीक का माफिया है, जो इस सरकार में एजुकेशन पॉलिसी तय कर रहा है और पेपर फिक्स कर रहा है, उस पे एक्शन होनी चाहिए. और सरकार ने एक भी पिछले महीने में एक एक्शन नहीं लिया उन पे एक्शन करने का. एंड दिस इज व्हाट disheartens the parents and students because they have no faith in the government that they will act against the paper leak mafia, which is operating under the protection of their political master.
Okay, Tushar, you want to respond, and then Sanju can go.
No. See, this is when peddling fake news on national television becomes a problem. आप कह रहे हो एक महीने में action नहीं हुआ. The accused have been arrested. The investigations are going on. High-profile law enforcement agencies have been roped in to carry on the matter. इतना झूठ तो मत बोलिए ना कि काम नहीं हो रहा. ठीक है, सरकार का failure है ये. साफ सी बात है. The government has failed the students the first time. अब दूसरी बार जब एग्जाम हो रहा है, सरकार को अगर एक ही जगह 100 रिसोर्सेज भी यूज करने पड़े तो करने चाहिए, बिल्कुल करने चाहिए. आप कह रहे हैं कि जहां बैंडेड लगनी चाहिए वहां सर्जरी कर रहे हैं. आम आदमी पार्टी वाले कह रहे हैं जहां सर्जरी होनी चाहिए वहां बैंडेड लग रही है. आप दोनों एक बात कह नहीं रहे हैं. यही बात आ रही है ना. यू आर नॉट लुकिंग एट द स्टूडेंट्स, यू आर लुकिंग एट द
Tushar, you forget
the government.
that app is not part of India bloc. It is not expected to agree with them.
नहीं, इनका भी सीजनल रहता है श्रेया. कभी एक इशू पे साथ आते हैं, कभी एक इशू पे अलग हो जाते हैं. My simple point is these both opposition parties, as much as they detest the BJP, why are they not keeping the students a priority? If this is a disproportionate response, let it be. Even if it helps the students by 0.01%, let it be. Let that happen. But right now, just pray that the exam goes on smoothly and the agencies responsible, the people responsible do their job as they're supposed to do.
Sanju Verma, optics is good sometimes. I believe optics can boost confidence. But the best optics for the government would have been to let go of Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, right? That is not just a demand that is coming in from opposition parties. Even students are saying it. Even teachers are saying it. Paper leak के बाद, paper leak के बाद, paper leak and no accountability. तो optics करना ही है तो सही optics कर लीजिए.
Shreya, you gave 3 rebuttals to the Congress spokesperson. This is my second rebuttal, and I expect that you will give me time to speak and not interject when I'm making my point, because I don't want you to break my chain of thought. Very politely speaking.
बोलिए.
मुझे अभी रिबट करने दीजिए और ध्यान से मेरी बात आपके ऑडियंस जो है उनको सुनने दीजिए. पहली बात तो ये, this entire narrative, optics जरूरी है. But is the Modi government only indulging in optics? No, certainly not. 1986 के बाद, for the first time in 34 years, you had the new education policy NEP 2020. 34 years तक एक comprehensive education policy नहीं निकाली. कांग्रेस सत्ता में इतने सालों तक थी, तब सबके दरबारी इकोसिस्टम के मुंह में दही जम गया था. और आज ये लोग आकर टीवी डिबेट पर नरेंद्र मोदी के नाम की दुहाई देते हैं. अरे मोदी जी ने कुछ नहीं किया, फलाना नहीं हुआ, धमकीना नहीं हुआ. सेकंड पॉइंट, अंडर द एजेस ऑफ एस राधा चौहान, a retired 1988 batch IAS officer, the Prime Minister's office has said that let her probe what is wrong with the CBSE system, with the NEET UG examination system, and what checks and balances need to be introduced. We are waiting for Radha Chauhan committee's report. Point number 3, we have decided from 2027, the NEET exams will not be in OMR format, which is vulnerable to malpractices. It will now be a CBT computer-based test. Then let's talk about CBSE. Maybe this should have been a zonal rollout on a pilot basis, but the Modi government decided to go for a national rollout of the OSM marking system. But do not say that the bona fide intent of the Modi government was wrong.
No one is questioning the intent. I don't think anyone is questioning the intent. No government wants a paper leak, but certainly the competence will be questioned, Sanju.
All will be well.
The Education Ministry and the NTS competence will be questioned. You have to accept that.
Will be questioned, but are you saying that not holding a minister to accountability and simply giving him a safe passage and saying resign is the best way to resolve issues? Is that what you're saying, Shreya?
Saral Patel, what will Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation achieve? Is what Sanju Verma is asking.
No, so Sanju Verma says that bona fide intention should be. Nobody is questioning the intent and intention of the government. We are questioning the capability and competence of the government. And aftermath, we are questioning the accountability from the government. The two major actions they have taken is जो CBSE के चेयरमैन थे उनको हटा दिया, उनके जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी को वापस भेज दिया. कहां पे भेज दिया जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी को? they sent him back to the Ministry of Home Affairs. अमित शाह जी के साथ एकदम कंधे से कंधा मिला के काम करेंगे. CBSE के चेयरमैन को हटाकर एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट में भेज दिया. So this cannot be the accountability. So if they were the wrongdoers, why not take action against them and remove them from the cadre or arrest them? So these are mere hogwash and political optics, and this is the governance model that we have seen for last 12 years कि कुछ भी हो तो optics दिखाना है लेकिन systematic काम नहीं करना है.
Okay. I'm out of time, Tushar. I'll give you 10 seconds, but I need to do a fact check here. The fact is that the civilian transportation line was not the one that was compromised. There were insiders who had leaked the paper. So ये IAF को deploy करने का तो sense ही नहीं समझ आया मुझे. You know, for a minute I can understand why Telegram is blocked. Deploying the IAF, I don't understand.
See, there are two reasons why you want to deploy the IAF. One, there is the vulnerability in the supply chain. It's unfortunate, but there is a vulnerability. Second, the official reason being cited is that because you have monsoons in several parts of India, you also need a backup force, which is where the IAF plays a key role. However, given everything, right now the priority is the students. I understand a lot of the steps government is taking is grossly overreaction. But if that is what it takes to ensure a smooth examination, to take the pressure off the students, I think that's fairly justified.
All right. On that note, we leave it there. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. This was a quick debate. Sanju Verma, Tushar Gupta, Saral Patel and Rajiv Chaudhary. Thank you very much for your time.